This is the Anthem Steampunk Fantasy Texture Pack by Razzleberries. At 830 minecoins and coming in at 10 megabytes in size, this is a gritty, gear-filled twist on Minecraft's look. But does it truly transport you into a steampunk fantasy? Or does it just make everything look rusty? Unfortunately, in the Anthem Steampunk Fantasy Texture Pack, it doesn't appear to have any custom GUI. The main menu, the splash screen, the setting screens, and even the loading screen for loading into a new world are all the base vanilla colors with that standard grayish silver GUI that you get in the base game. Now, the Steampunk texture pack was released in 2021 but hasn't been updated since 2023, so there are issues with future updates not being included and with the spring to life bug that affects variant mobs as well. You do have custom icons in the inventory and creative menu, but once again in the utility and workbenches, very little additions to the GUI, which is just a shame, unfortunately, and it always helps with immersion when these are changed, even with a subtle color change, which we don't have here. Welcome to Channel Members Chooseday, where channel members choose the add-ons that I reveal and the texture packs that I review with priority every Tuesday. Do you want your suggestion to be featured? Well, hit the join button and become a channel member today, and then leave your suggestion in the channel members post every month. So we're in a brand new creative world for the Anthem Steampunk Fantasy Texture Pack, and really looking at the world here, you wouldn't notice there was too much of a difference. Maybe the grass is slightly darker, and obviously we've now got a GUI change in the inventory at the bottom, but it disappears when you open it up. But other than that, the world kind of feels samey. Even when looking at the water, really, there is a small kind of animation to it, a little bit fast as well, this animation, but the color doesn't feel too different to a standard Minecraft color. The sky, there's a little bit of realism going on here with the clouds. I kind of like that sun, the nice like pink hue coming off of it, which is good. And if we get close up here, we can see the dirt. There's a bit of blur on there, a bit of pixelization, definitely showing its age immediately here. The sand feels quite smooth, for lack of a better term, to be honest with you. And I really like the sugarcane. I think the sugarcane is quite cool there, actually. It's quite dark and gritty on that. Now, I did say as well that this pack was affected by the Spring to Life update. So as you can see here, cows have defaulted back to their standard, which is a shame, to be honest, because I believe so have chickens. Yeah, so have chickens, and so have pigs as well. And I truly believe, without seeing anything else, I truly believe that the mobs in this is what's really going to drive home the steampunk feel to it, because I don't quite see how they're going to get that with a lot of the blocks. We're not seeing much steampunk in terms of the grass, in terms of the stone down here either. It's not like really striking home with that steampunk feel. We've got andesite down here as well. What else do we have? So that's just standard stone. This looks like it would be diorite down here. So yeah, it's not really striking as very steampunky, but I feel like the mobs would have carried a lot of weight. So losing some of the passive mobs is definitely going to take a hit here. We've got the flowers on here as well, which to me don't really scream steampunk either, which is a shame. You would expect it to at least have something going on so far, but I'd say we've been in this, for a few minutes now, and nothing has hit home with steampunk at the moment. Let's have a little fly around, see if we can get any sheeps to spawn in. Otherwise, we will have to spawn them ourselves. We've got a village over there, which we'll get to shortly. At the moment, it's just missing that oomph, you know. We've got a sheep here too. Let's see what we've got. Quite a basic, I mean, okay. That sheep face looks like something I've seen out of the Star Wars texture pack, in all honesty, but okay. Gonna have a look at some variations. So, I mean, again, there's some blotchiness to the like shading, which isn't a negative at all, but in some elements it does feel a bit too smooth, especially for a steampunk pack that you're expecting grittiness. You're expecting like rusty copper and stuff. Be interesting to know if this pack came out before or after the copper update, actually, but we've got that. In fact, oh no, it does. Okay, yeah, we've got that kind of patchy is the word I was looking for there, woolly design when you cut them off their wool, but at the moment I'm not really getting much of a feel here. Nothing really too special. If you told me it was broken, I would believe you. Let's go for horses. In fact, I shouldn't have got rid of the word spawn there. Let's go here, thank you. Let's grab some horses and see how these guys look. So, right, okay. I'm guessing that's supposed to be like... I'm going for like armor pieces here, to be honest. Like iron and metal on it. Not on all of them, okay. So it's not a default texture. On quite a few of them, though. It's not really striking me as cyberpunk. Not cyberpunk, steampunky, sorry. Not really. I get it. If these are supposed to be like gauntlets and stuff, I get it. Is it enough? I don't know. I don't know. Like, when I'm thinking steampunk, right, I'm thinking of, like, old school Becky Lynch from WWE. I'm thinking, like, those kind of teen movies that you would get, you know, like, just, I don't know. Like, I know what steampunk is, basically, and it's not this so far. Let's just put that one out there. What else? Skeleton horse. Like, even that's not striking me as steampunk. No transparency. A lot of body to the guy. Hang on, what's this sound? Can we get off him, please? He feels very computerized, weirdly. But not in like, I don't know, it's really hard to describe. It's more sci-fi than steam-fi. I don't know. Let's go for a zombie horse. Again, it's not, I was expecting pipes. Do you know what I mean? I was expecting gears, cogwheels, copper pipes. Not getting that at the moment. Maybe we're getting more fantasy than we are getting steampunk. I'm not sure. But there's a lot of texture packs still to see. So let's go and have a look at that village behind me and see what villagers and iron golems look like. We're just going to take a second to have a look at how lush cave biomes look in this texture pack. And then we're going to take another second to find out how the basic redstone components look in this texture pack as well. So we're approaching the village now then, and the first thing I'm seeing here, the stone for the buildings and even for the wood actually as well, feel a lot darker. So we're getting a bit of grittiness into this now. Here we've got the pathing as well. We'll start over here. So we're getting some kind of dirt and cobblestoney pathways. I like these on their own. Even some variations going on here as well. Hold on, we got texture variations? You've been hiding texture variations from me here, game. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it now. Oh yeah, there we go. It does look like it. So they've been hiding a few texture variations from me. So the path blocks have got texture variations. All right, immediately going up in my recommendation straight away. And then we've got the cobblestone. I like this actually as a cobblestone design. I like the different colors. I like the cobbly nature to it as well. Just seeing if we've got any variations to this as well. Not really, maybe some slight variations, but not really jumping out at me as such. I like the moss on it as well. I think that works really well. Definitely an older style here, but it's working. Oh, a red bell. Hello. There we go. I like that. See, this is like a coppery worn bell. This is what I was going for. I'm here for this. Okay. Let's carry on. We've got the crops down here as well. Got a villager over here. Hey buddy, how you doing? We're not going to showcase you. We're gonna make our own. Let's go over here. Okay. A little bit Peter Griffin in the face. Didn't look like there was any diversity though. Let's see if we can get a few more. I know people like to take the mick out of me for looking for diversity, but you know what? I'm here to make the game as accessible as possible to as many people as possible, and diversity is one of the easiest and simplest ways to do it. So if you get triggered by me looking for diversity, you're not really welcome on my channel, in fairness, so don't care. Anywho, no diversity here. I like the designs. Whoa! Now this is what I wanted. Here we go. Okay, this is making it all up now. Look at you. Mr. Goldjaw himself, the animated cogs. Oh, this is nice. This is exactly what I meant when I said I thought the mobs were going to carry the weight here. I really like the animations, the dark steel, the purple light. This is awesome. That is a really good iron golem. Massive props on that there. I love that animation as well for that turning cogwheel. That's so good. One of the best iron golems I think I've seen in, if not ever, definitely in a very, very long time. Let's set the world to nighttime and let's see if hostile mobs can carry that energy. So night is upon us now and we can have a look. So the clouds pop really nice. They're good clouds. That's cool. We've got a nice looking moon, if not heavily pixelated, but it's all right. I think it works. I don't hate it. It kind of works in the same way that the sun worked as well. It's not overly foreign in the sky, which is cool, or alien in the sky, or whatever term you want to use. It's not that in the sky. As I drink this night vision potion, do remember that this is an arachnophobia warning. We will be looking at spiders in the game. They are Minecraft spiders, so I'll take that for what they are, but we'll get it out of the way here actually. Here we go. I like the markings. I like the brown. Not bad. The light brown, dark brown. We've got some weird green eyes going on here. Now, if I wanted to choose to say that this was a coppery brown, I could see the cyberpunk. If I choose to say that's not a coppery brown, I don't see the cyberpunk in that, but okay. That seems to be like the fairest way that I can probably put that at the moment. Let's carry on. See what else we get. Now, it doesn't mention anything about variation in the description. So I don't actually know where I should be looking out for variation. We'll go for skeletons. No, not a ton. Again, hints of blur. Slightly off-centered face. We've got transparency here, though. So it's not following the skeleton horse here. Again, not getting those elements at all of steampunk. And by the way, I can't recall, but if I keep saying cyberpunk instead of steampunk, that's because I'm playing cyberpunk on Dazman Plays, so I've got that on the head. Every time I say cyberpunk, I do mean steampunk. I know what I'm looking for here. We've got a basic zombie, a very grainy texture. Again, not like, where's my copper? Where's my designs? I mean, if this was just a standard, even vanilla-inspired texture pack, I'd be like, all right, fine, it works. You know, it's not the end of the world. It's not great. It's not different. But steampunk, I'm expecting a lot more here. You show me the iron golem and then you show me this stuff. You show me perfection and then you show me this stuff. Again, like the creeper, this would work in another texture pack. Slightly off-colored from the grass, but it doesn't work in a steampunk texture pack. I'm sorry, it really doesn't. I'm not overly impressed at the moment. Like, every point it scored with the iron golem, it's very quickly losing again for me. Let's head out to the ocean. Let's see what's going on in an ocean monument. Alright, so we are above an ocean monument. We still got night vision potion on, hence why we can see through the water and the particles. From above here, though, I really like the color. So let's get underneath and have a look and see what we're doing here. Okay, they've got like some... I noticed that as we were coming down. The kelp has like a buggy flower on top, so okay. I mean, that's unique. Don't see that everywhere. I really like the blue of the prismarine bricks. I like the design of the prismarine bricks. Slight motion blur, but I can live with that. Prismarine itself carries what seems to be the same design. Weird to go from prismarine to prismarine bricks and have the sameish design, if not maybe a little bit more cobbly. And a lighter blue. So this block definitely feels a lot more processed than this block. But okay. Is that color changing? Did that just get a little bit lighter or did my eyes bug? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. We carry on around here. We've got the dark prismarine. That looks kind of nice. Kind of nice. Almost kind of like shiny and gemmy right there. Okay. And then if we go up here. Okay, so again, not necessarily steampunk, but I like the design. I can already feel that if I was looking at this texture pack that wasn't trying to be themed as steampunk, I'd probably be sitting here a lot more happy with what I'm looking at. But as soon as they marry themselves to a theme, it feels a little bit off. I like that, just maybe not to the theme that we've got. Whoa, hello. How are you? Wasn't expecting that. Fair dues. Like, again... nothing harmful there, you know, like, oh, well, I mean, it's a guardian, there is something harmful there, but there's no damage done there. It's fine. Is it steampunk? These are the questions that we have to be asking here. I don't quite understand what the symbolism is for Anthem in the name, and I'm not really seeing much fantasy either, to be honest with you. I don't know, it feels like they've just thrown 3 words together and have very badly tried to show it. I don't know, let's get the little one as well just to show him off. No, the name is definitely wasting what we've got here. This could be easy, an easy 6, maybe a 7 if it was up to date, but not when you target a certain audience. I'm really disappointed in this, I've got to be honest. Let's head underground. Let's go and see what a trial chamber looks like. Did this pack get released before or after the perfect block for this pack? Unfortunately, or maybe just disappointingly, it seems like this pack came out and hasn't been updated since all of the copper blocks came in. It looks like I'm going to lose my night vision, so let's drink that. Thank you very much. So copper in general, very smooth for the orange and the green variant. Again, I probably would have liked to have seen some wiring or some type of pattern, like almost in essence a chiseled style, kind of like the tough. We can see the tough hasn't been updated because it came out before that or was updated before that. Same for all of the copper stuff, like the grates, the bulbs and stuff. I feel like this is a missed opportunity right here. It's such a shame the trapdoors haven't been done either. And then what they have done with the copper is just, it's not enough. It's not enough, mate. It might have been enough if they'd followed through with the other blocks. It's not enough now, though. Why is the one texture pack that I come back going to be one that's disappointing? I'm sorry, but let me just make this completely clear. I hold absolutely nobody accountable for this in terms of channel members. Thank you very much for suggesting a texture pack, whether it's a good texture pack, a bad texture pack, an outdated texture pack, or an up-to-date texture pack. If somebody who is a channel member wants to see it, I'm happy to do it. So let's carry on. I don't want anybody feeling bad for suggesting this. Let's carry on. Let's head over to the... No, wait a minute. We can't do that. I was so busy trying to make sure that nobody felt bad, I forgot to look at the breeze. Just to confirm, that's not updated either. There we go. Let's head over to the old Armoury now, which I still haven't updated, and let's see what everything looks like. So here we are in the Armoury then. I really do think I'm procrastinating creating a new Armoury because I don't want to lose this one. This one goes way back for me, unfortunately, but we will be updating this at some point. It's on the list, I promise you. Anywho, as we can see with the world generation, the stone is a kind of offish white, maybe even an offish grey style. If we get down here for the trees, I like the designs of the trees in general. I like the barkiness of the logs. The leaves, not enough transparency for me, but to be honest with you, I've kind of been planned for that or prepped for that after seeing the skeleton horse, so that kind of makes sense. Not very steampunky again though. I would, again, if it was me, and obviously it's not me, but if it was me, I'd be overloading that steampunk, man. I'd be going for those coppers, those cogwheels. I'd be putting that into every element possible. Maybe they've just gone for a subtle approach, but if that's the case, so far I've only seen it on the Iron Golem. So I'll let you guys decide whether or not that's good. I've made my decision. The answer's no. But yeah, I mean, Pale Oak not updated. That's to be expected. Same for the creaking. The vines are quite nice. Okay. Mangrove, very solid mangrove roots there as well. A little bit off-putting, but I can live with that. Yeah, cool. Bamboo here. We've got the doors. Now, the doors feel kind of steampunky here, especially the browner ones. They feel quite steampunky. The cherry one feels a little bit out of place. And obviously the copper and the pale oak not going to do anything for us. With the carpets and the beds. See, like these, even though these are really low quality, and I'm sorry they are, this is what I'm looking for. These kind of designs, just in a lot better resolution. Just tucked into places. These, like, the beds, at least they fit that, but I don't know. We've got the walls in the background there as well. The trapdoors too. We've got the precious blocks and ores. I mean, this one I like. I like the block of iron with the little face on it. That's cool. Not much, again, really to write home about, though, I'm afraid. We've got seamless glass for the most part. Not really sure why they've gone for seamless on almost every color except tinted, white, and standard. But okay. It definitely doesn't feel like it's a part of the same pack here, is what I'm going at there. If we carry on, I mean, same again for the glass panes. There's no paintings. I haven't deleted them. They should be there. There's no paintings. Okay, we don't even have steampunk artwork. If we look at the blocks, so I really like the cobblestone. The planks are fine. Nothing wrong with the planks in general. I like the stone bricks on here. What's this? This is cut sandstone. Okay. The bones look cool. The slime and the honey I can get behind. Not a problem there. The blocks are inoffensive for the most part. Doing the job that you would expect them to do. Not enough steampunk, but they're at least okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's alright. We've got a wandering trader here. Seems to be wearing some form of goggles, or he's got crazy eyes. I like the 3D elements to the head there too, with the hood up. That's alright. The llamas are boring. The camel's boring. The sniffer's boring. The slime. They've tried to minimize the face a bit there. Okay. And then if we carry on, we've got the sand. So again, I like these. These red sandstone slabs mixed in with the red sandstone. I like that. I like the cut as well. That's cool. The granite, the diorite, and the andesite are all the same level of graininess. The bricks are cool. Yeah, okay, they're good. That's the right kind of gritty for me in this kind of pack. What else do we have here? Endstone, quartz, very smooth quartz. Quartz and smooth quartz, both looking very smooth. If you told me that was the same texture, I'd believe you. Purple. If you told me that was vanilla, I'd believe you. We've already seen the prismarine. They look strong. The netherwoods. Okay. Other than being like incredibly pixelated, I like that design. Carry on through here. Deep slate, mud bricks, tough. And then you've got the utility blocks. So I do like the sea lantern. It's growing on me, but it still doesn't feel like a steampunky design. This one here, though, the cartography table, because it's got the globe on it, it does kind of work. The darker, dirtier wood feels good as well. And then what we got here, we got a beacon, which is green, the TNT block, the chest. I like the glowstone. Oh, see, I like the chain on the chest. That's a nice little detail there. I like that. That is good. Carry on around here, yeah. Mostly they're good. Mostly they're good. The cactus as well, quite gritty, is good. Up here, we've got armor stands. They don't feel like they belong here. They don't feel like they belong here at all. Very weird. Got the leather armor in the color. Got the standard leather armor. These just feel a little bit too... I don't know what the word is. Artificial, maybe? And it looks like we've got copy and paste weapons, which pretty much puts the nail in the coffin there for me, really. You've got the chainmail. Okay, fair dues. Yeah, I'm going with these. There might be a slight change on the hilt, but yeah, I think the hilt's the only part that's really changed. Oh no, the axe has changed as well. I take it back. There isn't a degree of copy and paste. There's iron here. It's a nice shape. Okay. Pop into here. This is a double-sided axe. This is a different hilt. Okay, I'm with that. Don't like that, though. That's way too dirty. Not a fan of that. Personally. It kind of fits theme, but I'm not a fan of it personally. The diamond. Alright. As we go up, the copy and paste disappears. That's good. Good color. I like the diamond armor as well. It feels quite strong. And then as we pop through, I've already seen one thing that I really like, and it's not the netherite armor, but we'll get to it in a second. The swords, it's a good color, good shape, not a problem. The wings, yeah, they're okay. I've seen less, I've seen less effort in better packs, so I like this. The trident, it feels cheap, but the shield looks amazing. Look at that. Can we grab this? Hold on. The animation carries on when it's in your hand, which is cool. This shield, I can really get behind this shield. This shield is nice. That is a really nice shield. That's right up there with the Iron Golem. That's one of the best shields I've ever seen. You can do that. More of this. And this would be a banging 9, 10 out of 10. Honestly. The bundles, the heavy core, and the mace, not really interesting. And then if we put this on as well, just to see. I mean, it's about as basic as you can get, unfortunately. Fair enough. Let's put this back. And then, alright, are we going to get a custom health and hunger bar? I doubt it. Let's throw that away. Let's go. No, we don't. Well, that's unfortunate. Let me just make sure that we put the trims on the screen here too right now, because I always forget to do that. So the armor trim should be on the screen now. This is such... I want to say it's a mixed bag. It's a badly themed bag, shall we say. Some of the blocks are awesome. Some elements are perfect. Most just don't seem to fit here, I'm afraid. Let's head to the Nether and let's see what's going on there. If you're enjoying today's texture pack review, please do consider leaving a like on the video. Drop a comment as well and let me know what you're thinking about both the texture pack and the review itself. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to help contribute to the creation of content on this channel, consider becoming a channel member today for either $1.99 or $3.99 a month. You can become a channel member and help make content on this channel and get your name in descriptions and potentially even at the end of the videos. Thank you very much. Alright, so into the Nether we go, and I have to remember to quickly take off the night vision. Always forget. Thank you very much for that. So, flame, that's quite an embodied flame right there. If I stand in it, it's quite a solid flame on the screen there too. Looking around, we've got that light blue design of the fog in the distance here because we've spawned in a soul sand valley. We've got soul sand with some very prominent skulls. Soul soil looking a little bit more blotchy, a little bit more of a waste there. We've got the skeletons going around. Let's fly around, just see what we can see as we're going around. So we've got a good magma cubes, or magma blocks, sorry. Okay. You see, I like that. I like it just because it's a change. Genuinely, got an enderman there, but it's not your section, mate. We'll see you in the Nether. What happens? Oh, there's a lot of skeletons around though. I don't want there to be skeletons when I do this. Let's try over here. Buddy, I'm going to need you to attack me real quick. Hello, how are you? Oh my days, he goes invisible. His mouth and eyes went invisible. I don't know if you saw that. We'll try again. His mouth and eyes go invisible when he shoots, like there's a missing texture. That is horrible. In like a scary way. That was grim. Oh, unlucky guys. You guys got shot. Okay, I like the change. Again, don't think it fits the theme, but I do like the fact that they've actually changed it, so that's cool. And like I said, I like the magma blocks as well. I'm hoping we're going to get a good magma cube. I'm going to see. You guys know if you followed the channel enough. I like my magma blocks and my magma cubes to match. It's a one hyperfixation that nobody else cares about. Magma cube. Here we go. Boom. Nope. They've defaulted back as well. That's a shame. Probably spring to life there too. So let's get out of here. We've got mushrooms around. Very pixely, but at least they're there, I guess. Let's see what else we've got. This fly around up here. Let's get out of the soul sand. Okay, Netherrack feeling planky. Interesting there. A little bit woody design. Okay. A bit of motion blur on it as well. That's new though. I don't think I've ever seen Netherrack where it looks like it's got wooden planks and stuff. Got a zombified piglin over here. Exposed skeleton. Let's see what happens. Buddy, can you slow down a little bit? Alright, no 3D elements. There is some exposed skeleton. Maybe a bit more than you would get in a normal vanilla zombified piglin. Okay. What else do we have going on around here? There's a bastion here. Fair dues. Not a ton. Not a ton. What about over here? We need to see a red or a blue biome. Come on. We've got to. Anything around here? Just trying to fly through real quick. Other than that, though, it doesn't feel like much of a different Nether. Obviously, you've got the planky nature of the Netherrack, which I do like, but it still doesn't really change much of the feeling around here. We've got a normal piglin here in a dirty outfit. Okay. And then we've got the warped biome up here. Very small amount of it. Again, even this. The warped warts feeling quite bricky. Weird design. And then you've got a shroom light that looks a bit weird. You've got the warped stems. The floral looks nice though. I like the floral. Enderman, you're really trying to get in this. It's not your section, mate. Carry on down here. We've got the glowstone. I'm here for that. Okay. Again, this is kind of like the sea lantern. I like it, but I don't know if it fits theme. Not like the sea lantern in how it looks. It's like the sea lantern in that I like it, but I don't know if it fits theme. Let's go and try and find a fortress. Alright, so we've been able to find a fortress inside a Soul Sand Valley. So we've got that blue backdrop. As we look around, we've got wither skeletons, which leave a lot to be desired, unfortunately. Okay. I feel like almost every opportunity has been missed. Now this, on the flip side to the Ghast, they have changed it. I don't like it. I don't think it fits theme, but I also don't like the design here for the blaze either. Maybe I'm just being fussy. Maybe I'm being overly harsh. Let me know down in the comments. It's always worth finding out if people are the same as me here or not. I just feel like so many opportunities have been lost. The shield was an awesome one that I wasn't expecting, but the Iron Golem, I was expecting something and they delivered, which was good. I don't know, it's just disappointment really. Let's try and see what they're going to do for the Wither then. They have to do something for the bosses. If there isn't anything for the bosses, I'm going to be very disappointed. I'm leaning towards very disappointed. A green overlay on a charge up is not enough. What we got? Okay, definitely showing its age. Definitely showing its age here. I do not like that. Oh, this is not looking good. Hopefully there's going to be something good in the end. Let's head there and see what they've done to the Ender Dragon. So into the end we go. I almost expected an incredibly voidy, or grainy void, sorry. Luckily we don't have that. We have an insanely smooth end brick, or end stone, sorry. An insanely smooth one. So the Enderman is here. This is somewhere between the Ghast and the Blaze for me. But somewhere on the side that I kind of like it. Considering what else we've had and how much little else we've had, this has to sit on like a positive, but yeah, it's there, innit? I don't know. Let's carry on around here. So they've made it like a starry night void. There's like little dots of white. And then the Ender Dragon... Okay, so she at least feels like she's been put together from parts. It's weird. This works better than the zombie skeleton horse. Not the zombie skeleton, the skeleton horse, sorry. The skeleton horse just felt weirdly robotic for no reason. This at least looks like it's been pieced together from scraps and kind of works. I suppose maybe they tried that with the horse as well and it just didn't work, but I don't think this is enough either. I think I see what they're going for. I just don't think it's enough, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Let's head back to the overworld. Let's go and see what the ancient city looks like. Let's see what the Warden looks like, and let me give my final review. Alright, so we're in the ancient city then, and okay, here we go. A change. A change. I can respect a change. We've got like green overload here, almost like there's been overgrowth and mossiness and stuff. It really is showing its age though, unfortunately. This is probably a prime example of one of those texture packs that they should be reducing the cost of or getting off the marketplace. It's so outdated and it feels so old as well. And it's fine to feel old if you're up to date. It's never fine to be outdated and also have a problem. But I mean, I respect the green. This probably looked nice back in the day as well. Like trying to think back. Some of them are just really overlaid, but I mean, it's a disappointment that it's not been kept up to date. I feel like they could have done so much incorporating the copper blocks. Let's get the Warden out here. Alright, so I think the Warden should be about to spawn. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. It's miles ahead of the Wither for me. It's not quite up there with the Ender Dragon, but I'll take it. I like the green. I like the fact that there are some changes. It's nowhere near an Iron Golem, by the way. And that's what really is weird for me. They showed us what they could do with an Iron Golem and with a shield. And everything else pales in comparison to it. It's a disappointment, it really is. So what am I going to give this texture pack out of 10 then? I mean, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to go straight for a 4 on this one. It's a 4 out of 10 from me. And even that, I feel like it's not a strong 4. The Iron Golem was amazing. up there with one of the best iron golems I think I've ever seen. The shield, one of the best shields I've ever seen for sure. That's not even close, to be honest with you. Everything else either feels cheap, blurry, half done, or not done at all. Like it doesn't deserve to be here, especially compared to the iron golem and especially compared to the shield. You show me what you could do with those two. You haven't delivered it elsewhere. I'm going for a 4 though, because while things do feel out of themed, while this pack is incredibly old, some of the textures and some of what they've attempted to do, I kind of like. And I can respect it. So I'm giving it a 4, being a little bit overly positive. The iron golem is awesome. The iron golem on its own is worth a 10 to me. So everything else is just dragging that down. So I'm going to go for a 4 out of 10. But let me know what you guys give this review. Please do leave your review down in the comments. Let me know what do you rank it out of 10 and why. Always enjoy reading those. Please do leave a like on the video as well if you enjoyed this. And please do hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. And if you'd like to get one of your suggestions reviewed on the channel, whether it be an add-on reveal or a texture pack review, if you want to get it done by priority, consider hitting that join button and becoming a channel member today. For channel Members Tuesday, we need you to suggest content to lead me every single week. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!